coming to you from College Station, Texas. This is the Drake Tadero Show. I'm excited to be here with my friend, the man, the myth, the legend, Kendall Lewis, man. Happy to have you on, bro.
Thanks, bro. What's up, man?
Man, dude, it's been a minute, dude.
It has, I know. It's been a good while.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, man. So, I want to talk to you about your last fight.
Okay.
Yeah. So, 44-second knockout, bro. What the fuck happened, dude?
I mean, dang, it was a crazy feeling, I guess. I mean, I've been in many fights, but it's just, I love fighting in town. I love fighting at home, in front of all my fans. Everybody's there. It's just a different atmosphere. But like, I mean, dude, everything that we did in camp took over into the fight, and it was beautiful.
Keep going, bro.
Hit him with a knee, and that was it. Yeah, so it was pretty good, pretty fun, good feeling. I mean, but I'm ready to go again.
Now, did you see this guy fight before you fought him? Do fighters watch film?
Yes, yeah. We watched a lot of film. We studied. I mean, we pick up tendencies on stuff they do, like if they throw a jab and drop their hand after, or if they're a ground specialist or a straight kickboxer and has knockout power or something like that. But yeah, we watch film, study, and then we take it over in the training camp, formulate a game plan, and go from there. So.
Dope, bro, dope. So did you expect it to be so quick?
I didn't. I honestly didn't know it was 44 seconds. I never really. I think I'm always in there longer than what I am. Until the announcer says 44 seconds, I was like, "Holy crap, that was fast." I didn't really realize it until after the fight.
What was your perception of time?
I mean, I felt like I was. I don't know. I can't. I mean, I feel like I was in there probably a good minute, 2 minutes at least. It's just adrenaline pumping. I'm ready to fight. Everything's going through the motions and everything, and yeah, it was. I just feel like I'm in there for a while. And then whenever it's over, it's like, holy crap. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, pretty good.
So, what does it feel like to knock someone out? What kind of feeling do you get through your body? I know it's probably abundant, but what is it?
I mean, it's like excitement, I would say. And it's like the beast mode. You know how Ray Lewis, beast mode, go beast mode. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, I felt like I was like nobody can touch me. After you knock somebody out, it's like, holy, nobody can, I got power. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's weird. Yeah, it's a weird feeling, but it's an excitement type of feeling. You know what I mean?
So I had this question for you, and ever since you fought, I've been actually wanting to ask you this question. So I was like, man, I'm glad I have a podcast, right?
Yeah.
So I'm fucking asking him this question. So the Kendall I know is this funny, goofy, dad jokes, God-fearing, cool dude, man. But in the octagon, I saw this beast, this animal. So I guess what I'm asking is, what is there something you do to change your mindset from calm, passive to aggressive? You know,
I mean, it's just calmness. It's like, you know how when people meditate, right? Like they meditate, they focus their mind on one thing and one thing only. So whenever I go into my fight, right before the fight, the day of the weigh-ins, day of the fight, my mentality is focused strictly on fighting. You see what I'm saying? God and fighting is the only thing I'm thinking about. So whenever I'm prepping and everything mentally, I just okay, clear everything. It's I was watching Bruce Lee. He says be water, flow. It can flow or it can crash. So be like water. You see what I'm saying? So get that mentality of flow. Everything you did in training camp will pay off. Everything you did, everything that you built up to this point will pay off. Focus on that. Focus on the heartaches. Focus on all the injuries you have. Focus on fighting. And then let it out in the cage. Let all that emotion out, the anger out in the cage. You know what I'm saying? I'm not ever angry or emotional when I fight, but it's mentally letting that stuff out, letting go. I'm having fun, and I get that question a lot. Everybody like, how are you so nice? But whenever you fight, it's like a different person. Yeah, I'm the same person. I have goals I want to reach, so he's in the way of a goal of mine. So,
like, I'm trying to get this bag. I'm gonna knock this cat out.
Exactly. Yep. 100%.
Man, that's dope. Yeah. So you're basically saying it's like controlled.
Yes,
anger.
Exactly. It's because if you go out there, like, you know how you get mad when you were a kid, you throw tantrums and stuff. It's like no point. You get nothing. You gain nothing from that. But if you control your emotions whenever you're fighting, you're not okay. He hit me. You're gonna get hit. It's a fight. You know what I'm saying? You're not getting mad, and then when you get mad, you lose technique. Your mind is clouded, and all this stuff. So whenever you fighting, everything is controlled, calm, control. Even one of my friends, Carl, he was telling me, he was like, dude, you're so calm. It's crazy. It's scary. Like, you ever watch Conor McGregor fight, right? Yeah. So if you watch Conor, look at how calm he is whenever he first starts. Everything is calm. He's not throwing wild punches. He's not throwing anything crazy. You know what I'm saying? Everything is calculated and controlled. You know what I'm saying? So it's pretty cool when you actually understand and think a little bit. Like, holy crap, this dude's so calm, cool, and collected. You know what I'm saying? So it's once you find that calmness, that's the next. That's a big step. MMA, any fighting, I think any sport is 70% mental, and the rest physical. Anybody could be. I wouldn't say anybody, but you can be a professional athlete if you have the mentality to be. You can be a millionaire if you have that mentality. You see what I'm saying? Like grinding. You know, you have to work. You have to do certain things. You know what I'm saying? You can do these things. You just have to have the mentality to do it. You know what I'm saying? So, and I watch a lot of Eric Thomas. So I watch a lot of Eric Thomas, and when I'm working out and stuff, and he motivates me. So he motivates me to motivate myself.
Stupid question. Who is Eric Thomas?
Eric Thomas?
Yeah.
You never heard of Eric Thomas?
All right, so dumb guy who does not know.
He's one of the top motivational speakers in the world.
Okay.
I watched the same one, the same documentary over and over. Every fight camp, the same one. It's beast mode. If you look it up on YouTube, Eric Thomas, beast mode, be a beast. So
is he partnered with Marshawn Lynch?
No.
That's
like his slogan, but that's just one of his, like, that was like the title of it, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Be a beast.
Okay.
So it's a pretty good documentary. Our YouTube channel, you should look at it. Eric Thomas, pretty dope.
Yeah. So, I always need that extra push.
Yeah.
So, this is dope because I never get to ask you questions. So, how did you become a fighter? Like, was there a life event? Was there I don't know, what transpired to make you say, I want to take people's lunch money?
Okay, so first off, it all started. My boy Chris Stark, he was training at Wendy in College Station, and
so Chris trained before you.
Yes, okay. So Chris was training before me, and it's called Spar Wars, like a hard sparring match against like other gyms and stuff. And he was like, "Hey, I'm gonna do this. It's like a hard sparring. It's like simulating a real fight, but without it being a real fight, if that makes sense. Like without it going on your record or anything like that." So I was like, okay, this was like right out of high school. And I was like, okay, so I said, if you do it, I'll do it. So I'm watching Chris like train. I go up there with him, help him out the gym every now and then. It was fun. And then Chris fought and he hit a dude with a Superman punch, dropped him. It's on YouTube too. It's crazy. It's funny. But then I look back at those days. But he hit a Superman punch, beat the dude up. And I was like, dang, now I gotta like take that bet on. So, and it was right after high school. So I was like, man, I want to stay active, do something to keep me in shape. That way I'm not getting big or, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. So I just started training, and then I did Spar Wars, and then I was like, holy crap, this is actually fun. You know what I'm saying? I got hit a few times, but it wasn't like super bad. I did pretty fairly well for it being my first time actually punching and kicking. You know what I'm saying? And then after that, when I did another one, and I did another one, and then next thing you know, because I grew up watching Anderson Silva. He's like my favorite fighter. You know what I'm saying? That he was the first fight I've ever watched in the UFC. It was Anderson Silva when he fought Chris Lieben on his UFC debut. And like I did one Spar Wars, did another one, kept going, and then next thing you know, I'm fighting amateur. I'm actually fighting MMA. You know what I'm saying? And then from there, it was just keep going. So, I mean, it's all funny how it all happened. You know?
Yeah. That's dope, man.
It was off a bet, basically.
No, I never knew that about you, actually. Like, I wasn't sure how you actually got into it.
Yeah.
But, I mean, that's honestly cool. So, what stopped Chris from fighting? Like, why did he stop?
He had a heart condition that he couldn't put too much stress on it and strain, and he wanted to, but he didn't want to. You know what I'm saying? He's listening to his doctors, which is a smart thing.
Smart.
Yeah.
Smart.
So that's the only reason why he didn't pursue that, I think. But
I mean, he's got a Superman punch knockout record.
Yeah, I mean, he's been doing bodybuilding lately, so dude's getting jacked.
Yeah, dude, he told me he PR'd like 270 on like bench the other day.
Yeah,
I was like, Jesus Christ. I was telling him I PR'd like 195. Like, all proud and shit. Yeah. And he was like, I just hit 270 today.
Yeah, I went and worked out with him. I lifted with him the other day. I'm still sore from lifting with him.
He tore you up. Yeah. Dude, I've been wanting to go work out with him, actually. He offered, but I can take him up on it.
Yeah,
I need to.
Take him up on it, but don't do what you can do. Don't look at him and be like, oh, man, I can do this. Because I'm telling you, it sucks.
It's not I can do this. It's like, I'm not going to be a little girl.
You know, that's how
I'm saying. Like,
but that's what I did when I worked out with Z one day. And Z was like, yeah, just do what you can, man. Do what you can. You know, Z a big dude, right? So Z grabbing like 70s. We doing dumbbell press. And I'm over here. I'm finna grab like 50s. I'm over here like,
that's tough.
I'm struggling. And I was like, all right, bro, I'm gonna go. He said, you need to go down. I said, nah, man, I got it. And I was like, nah, and I was like, nah, I ain't going down. And he's like, no, bro, you need to go down. And then like later on I had DOMS. So DOMS is like, it feels like your muscles stretch. And then it feels like somebody's scratching you from the inside and you can't scratch it because it's your muscles. You know what I'm saying? So I had DOMS for like a week because I ripped my muscles. You know how when you work out, you basically ripping your muscles to build them up, to make them big. Yeah. I did it, but I ripped them. And it was bad. Like my whole chest was sore for like a week. I'm over here scratching my chest. It hurts, itches. Never, ever, if y'all listening to me, always lift what you can and comfortably. You want to get the best lift in, the best reps ever. Don't be ego. I had an ego problem, and I'm over here trying to live.
Boy, Kendall should have
50. I should have 25. So Z was like, "Yep, you learned your lesson, didn't you?" I said, "Sure did. I'll never do it again." Yeah. So, but yeah, you know, you go to the gym and you see all these buff dudes lifting super heavy. You're like, man, this guy's on steroids. Don't worry. They probably are, but you know, you go to the gym, you see those big buff dudes lifting, and you're like, man, I can do that. That dude ain't that strong. And then you do it, you're just like, holy crap, I can't. You know what I'm saying? So that was funny, man. I swear.
Don't look at those dudes are just right in the buttocks, dude. Right
Most of them are. Some of them are.
So, what style do you specialize in? What style of martial arts? Like,
I say, okay, so I'll give you like a timeline. So I started Muay Thai. When I first started training, everything was Muay Thai. Basically, if you don't know what Muay Thai is, it's 8 limbs. You got knees, elbows, punches, and kicks. You know what I'm saying? We call it the 8 limb. Because kickboxing is basically hands and feet. But Muay Thai is elbows, knees. It specializes in that. So I learned Muay Thai, and then after my first MMA fight, I started doing a little jiu-jitsu, but I never really stuck with it because I like to punch, I guess. And then I started doing karate. Karate's cool, especially to incorporate into MMA because I like throwing a lot of kicks. Whenever I first started, I had a fear of getting punched. So for me, the best way not to get punched is to kick them away from me. I can kick you as much as I want without having to worry about getting punched, like push kicks, teeps, and stuff like that. And then I started doing karate, and then now I'm doing like all of the above. So, but I would say more of a striker in the point. You know what I'm saying? So, more of a karate style Muay Thai guy.
You've been working on your ground game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Every now and then, I like wrestling more than I do jujitsu. I don't know why, but because my coach, he'll probably be pissed when he sees this, but because he tells me all the time like do more jujitsu, do more jujitsu, do more jujitsu, you know. So, but I always figure if I can learn how to defend every submission that's thrown at me and get out of it safely without putting myself in like another position to get submitted or anything like that, then I'm good. You see what I'm saying? I don't have to learn offense if I know all the defenses to it. See what I'm saying? Jiu-jitsu is really complex when you go in depth with it. You know what I'm saying? But whenever I'm learning, I try to think of it like striking. You know what I'm saying? So like if I throw a jab, it's like a guillotine in a sense. So it's because it's like a basic. Cause people shoot in on you, shoot for a takedown at your legs. You put up a guillotine. It's like the most common submission in the UFC. I was talking to Alex Morano about that, but basically it's like a chess match on the ground whenever you grappling. And the same thing with striking. It's like if I throw a jab and he slips this way, what can I hit him with? See what I'm saying? Or if I throw a kick to his head and he moves back, what can I hit him with? You know what I'm saying? So it's just like if I go for a guillotine, he gets out of it. Where would he go from there? You know what I mean? So it's like it's super complex, and I'm still learning all of jiu-jitsu. You know what I mean? Even when you're a black belt, they say have a white belt mentality, meaning like always learn. You can always learn from a lower belt. You can always learn from anybody. You know what I'm saying? No matter what their belt status is. You know what I mean? Same thing with striking. Like I'm a pro, but I can learn from amateurs. You see what I'm saying? I can learn a bunch of stuff from anybody. You know what I'm saying? So that's just what I take on. I'm mainly a striker though. I like punching and kicking people.
Yeah, I saw that. I could tell, dude. I could tell, dude.
It's fun.
And you got the length to, keep kids. Like that guy you were going against, like what was his style? You'd say he was more of a grappler?
I think he was more of a grappler.
I'm going to take some of this. Yeah.
I think he was more of a grappler / brawler. But he was probably honestly one of the coolest opponents I faced in a while. He was real nice after. I talked to him a little bit after the fight, and it's especially in our sport, a lot of people think it's a lot of like one question I was asked a while back is like, do you hate your opponent when you fight them? And it's like, no, it's like a sport. It's like football. You know what I'm saying? In football, you go out there, you butt heads, you running people over. You know what I'm saying? It's like the same concept. Like it's just a sport. I don't hate anybody I fight. You know what I mean? So
maybe I was different. I always took sports personally.
Yeah. Well, I mean, on a competitive level, yes. But like, as far as like, oh, I hate you. Like, nah, I don't hate nobody because we fight.
You get that cheap shot in there, and you're like, all right, forget this dude. Man.
That's different though. I mean, it's not like a hate thing. It's like, okay, now I'm really gonna beat you up. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially cheap shots.
Was he at is that the famous Gracie gym that like I always hear about? The guy who learned jiu-jitsu in like Brazil or something?
Yeah, like you talking about like Royce Gracie?
Yeah. Is that the gym that he was fighting at?
I think so. If I'm not mistaken, I think he was at a Gracie gym.
Yeah, I expected him to be badass.
Yeah, I mean,
he might have been. It could have been off day, but
yeah, you never know. You never know.
No lie, bro. If I saw you in the ring, I'd have an off day too, bro.
No, I mean, we all have off days. I mean, it is what it is. But I try. The thing is, you gotta try your best not to have your off day on the day of competition. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So you just gotta like leave whenever we go train. Whenever I train everything else that has nothing to do with training, leave it at the door and go be there to train. You know what I'm saying? You had that mentality going into training. You had that mentality going into your fight.
So, I wanted to talk to you like, so you go to work, you got like a day job, you got
Yeah.
a family,
Mm-hmm.
you train, you got to eat somewhat decent in there. What's a day in the life like for you during training?
Like if I have a fight coming up or something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So I mean, man, I try to wake up early in the morning and work out. Sometimes I don't. It just depends on how tired I am. But I wake up at like 8 or like really like 7. Wake up at like 7, get ready for work, go to work at like 9. I get off some days at like 6, some days at like 7. So it just depends on the workload and what all we got to do at work. You know what I'm saying? And then after work, I go train until like 9. And I go home, eat, play with Aaliyah, play with Lainey, hang out with Lainey, and then go to sleep and do it all over again. Yeah. So I mean, basically, and if I have a fight, I'm getting a lot of phone calls at work from sponsors, and trying to balance work and fighting is pretty hard. You know what I'm saying? I'm always at work. You know what I'm saying? I work 6 days a week, so it's just trying to find that balance in there. But once I'm able to quit, you best believe I'm gone. Because I'll be able to I already have like it planned out once I'm able to not work, like a workout schedule. You know what I'm saying? In my head, it's like I train early in the morning, take a quick nap, eat breakfast, train in the midday, and then train at night. You know what I'm saying? So it does suck a little bit because some days, like if I work super late, I can't go to the gym. You know what I'm saying? I'm too late for class. Class normally starts at like 5:30, 6:30, and like 7:30. You know what I'm saying? So if I ain't there by like 6:30, I'm missing class. I miss the whole class before that. If I ain't there until 7:30, I miss 2 classes. You know what I'm saying? So, but when I am there, I try to get the most out of the time that I'm there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, sometimes I may have to stay a little later than normal at the gym, and it is what it is. I want to get to where I want to get to, so I do stay later. You know what I mean? But basically, work 6 days a week, go to work, go to the gym, go home.
Yeah.
So, and the good thing is though, Lainey is understanding. My wife is understanding. Like whenever I have a fight, I tell her like, "Hey, probably won't see you that much." You know what I'm saying? Because her work schedule, she goes to work from like 7 to like 3. You know what I'm saying? And when she's off work, I'm at work, and then I go straight to the gym from work. And then I get home, they're probably asleep. You know what I'm saying? So it's just trying to find that balance and stuff and make it work. But that's a day life for me. I don't really do that much. Go home.
What's your diet like?
Diet? I've been eating chicken and rice for the past like month.
You on that Chris Starr diet, huh?
Yeah. So my last count, it was probably the best weight cut I ever had. I only had to cut like 6 pounds. So the day before, so how weight cut works for me, I'll diet, and then like the week of the fight, I'll cut my diet in half, and then like I'll cut my meals in half. Sorry, I cut my meals in half, and then I'm drinking 2 gallons of water up until like let's say weigh-ins are on Friday. Up to 2 gallons of water on Tuesday. Go to a gallon on Wednesday, go half a gallon on Wednesday. Drink that basically while I'm at work, so I feel good. And then on like Thursday, I got to weight cut so I can weigh in. I'll weight cut that morning and then go weigh in, and then good to go. But yeah, I only had to lose like 6 pounds, so it's probably the best weight cut I had because I ate chicken and rice.
What's the biggest weight cut you've ever had? Why you laughing?
It was like 20 pounds, dog.
Oh my gosh!
It was pretty bad.
You were 190.
I probably was like 25. I was like 195.
Oh snap!
So this was my first fight ever. This is probably the worst weight cut. Z can tell you about it. Chris can, because they're all with me. So the weigh-ins were that Friday evening at like 2:00, right, in Houston. So we had to literally. So it was Friday at about 2. So that Thursday night, I'm sitting in a sauna cutting like 10 pounds. I had to cut 10 pounds I cut as much as I could basically. And then I probably cut like 10 to 12 pounds that day. And then I like stopped because I was like, my body was aching. I was tired. I was like, bro, we can just pick it up in the morning. So in the morning, I was just like, we'll do Epsom salt bath. So Epsom salt bath, you get Epsom salt, you pour it in there, like get the water as hot as you can bear it, and then get like green rubbing alcohol, put it in there. It's like a chemical. It's weird. I don't know how it works, but it works. So you get the water super hot, you get the Epsom salt, you pour it in there, you get the green alcohol, you pour it in there, the rubbing alcohol. Basically, the alcohol open up your pores, and then the salt takes all that extra water out of you. And I put a towel over, like a hot towel over my face, so I'm sweating while I'm in the bath, and just everything's just like pulling out of me. It's crazy. It's crazy how it worked. And then we did that. I lost like 15 pounds, I think, that time. It was like 13 actually. I lost 13 that day, and then we had to drive to Houston. I had to do all of that from like 7. We started like 7 until like 12. So, because we had to drive to Houston, you know what I'm saying? And we don't want to be late for weigh-in. So I had to basically cut 13 pounds within that window. And it sucked. Like, when I tell you I could barely walk, I could barely walk. And it's a scary thing, bro, because some people they hurt them, they get injured, like they get really sick from cutting weight. You know how people look, like their face looks sunk in and all that stuff? It's bad, bro. Like, you could die from it. And I told myself I'll never do it like that ever again. And ever since then, every weight cut is different, but every one weight cut I've done, I learned from it. I know how my body is now. I know what to do, what not to do. You know what I'm saying? So I just learned from it, and never, ever, ever. It's so unhealthy.
I saw that video of like Chuck Liddell, and he was like another fighter, and they were like holding the door to like not let the guy out. And he's like,
yeah. My coach did that to me too. Before.
No,
yeah,
you're trying to get out of there.
This was.
How long would you spend in the sauna?
I do 30. The first 2 sessions is 30 minutes.
How far apart?
I do 30 minutes on, like 10, 15 minutes out, and then 30 minutes back. Because you don't want to lose the sweat. But basically, I get in the sauna with my sauna suit on the first 30 minutes, right? And then we'll get out, and then we'll have like blankets or towels. So I can't take my sauna. I want to keep my sweat going, but I want to stay out of the hot environment so I don't have a heat stroke. You see what I'm saying? So I keep my sauna suit on. I will wrap me in blankets and hot towels and stuff like that. So I'm wrapped up on the floor, laying down. I was laying down like this, and then like timer went off. I had to get up, go back in the sauna. I left my sauna suit on the first 2 times, and then I'll take it off after. So, but yeah, now I got an in-home sauna. It's like a portable sauna. It's the best investment I ever bought because I don't have to go anywhere to cut weight. I can cut it in my garage. And first off, it's already hot in your garage in Texas in the summer, and it works better for me. So I can cut as much as I want without. I can cut it in the middle of the night. You know what I'm saying? Because if you go to like True Fit or something, you gotta like leave at a certain time.
Yeah.
So, but it made it way easier for me. So,
Jesus, I think my max is like 23 minutes or something. I almost died. I was like,
I think you kind of get used to it. I don't know. I've been doing it for so long. I just it sucks, but it's just like I said, mentally embracing that suck, embracing it. Like it sucks, but
that's
I got
a lot of suck to embrace. Yeah. Like when my phone like overheats, I'm like, I think it's bad at this point.
But then I go from 30 minutes, I go to 15. That way I ain't in there. But I take the sauna suit off. I take all that stuff off. And then, because my pores basically opened up by then, and then I'm just like letting the sweat roll. It's crazy. Yeah. I remember one time I took my sauna suit off and I like dropped the sweat out, dude. It was disgusting, but it was like at least 2 or 3 pounds of sweat just fell out. It's pretty nasty. But yeah. Man. If you never ever weight cut it, only thing I would recommend is you do it with somebody who knows what they're doing. So that's what I tell all new fighters. Like, if you are worried about your weight, first off, make sure you dieting properly. Make sure you're eating enough, and make sure you're not eating anything like unhealthy. Like, don't go eat Whataburger. You know you got to fight. You know what I'm saying? Like stuff like that. But diet is key when it comes to everything else. You know what I mean? So you're in shape, you feel healthy, you feel better, and you know what I'm saying. So it could be real dangerous. So that's what I tell people: is you don't want to be there for 30 minutes
Dude.
with a freaking sauna suit on.
So, do you have any like hero or idol like fighter that you kind of look up to? Like, you're like that's my dude right there.
I got a few. Israel, Israel Adesanya. I don't know. You know who he is?
Oh, actually, I don't.
Really?
I need to expand my UFC now. Yeah. I just know a lot of the really huge names,
like Anderson Silva, like Connor. I like Israel. He was a glory kickboxer, Muay Thai guy. He fought. He was like 79 and I think like 6 or something like that. 79 and 9 or something. But anyways, I kind of knew a little bit about him before he even came to the UFC. But he was like a really dope kickboxer. But I already said I love Anderson Silva. He the GOAT. Can't tell me otherwise. That dude is the GOAT. Anderson Silva and Israel. Them the main two that I like. I try to I'll watch some fights and kind of mimic and try to take some of their moves, some of their style, the way they fight. You know what I mean? So those two are my favorite people I look up to.
Now, we're gonna get to that in a sec. Your next fight, dude. You know who you're fighting?
Yeah, I'm fighting a guy named Chris Herrera.
What have you seen about him so far?
He's an old school style fighter. It'll be a tough fight. Probably be my it'll be a really good fight. I'll say that.
How does he fight?
He's a jiu-jitsu guy / Muay Thai guy, so he's like a all around MMA guy, I would say.
Yeah, okay.
So he's pretty decent. He fought he did have like 2 fights in Bellator in like 2015 and 2019. So I think it was 2019. No, it was 2017. Something like that. Anyways, that's beside the point. But he's a pretty decent fighter. It'll be a good fight. When I win, it'll boost my stock. So that'll be good to
invest in Kendall.
Seriously. It'll be good though to win that fight and kind of boost my stock a little bit, So I'm looking forward to that. October 22nd, Reed Arena. Show up, be there. You know what I'm saying? Pull up.
Dude, man, I'm excited. After I saw the last one, I was like, dude, I said, man, I felt bad I missed like your first one before that. Like,
yeah.
But you had one in at the what was it out there?
In Houston or
no, you had one in town at the
Expo.
Yeah.
That was like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
I fought for a belt. Those two were like 3 years ago, and then I fought in Philly, and then I fought here. So I'm fighting here again.
You know what's funny is I thought Brenda was gonna hate being there, but she
loved it. Yeah,
she loved it. She loved like the animosity.
Yeah, I'm telling you. I tell like a lot of people that sometimes they're kind of iffy, and I'm just like, first off, don't worry about me. I'll be fine. Either way it goes, I'm okay. You know what I'm saying? Just come have fun. It's a good atmosphere. When you're there and you hear all these other people screaming and you see fights, it's like it's a really good experience. You know what I'm saying? So I like going to fights that I'm not even fighting at. You know what I'm saying? I love going. I go watch my teammates fight. I got 3 teammates actually fighting for belts on the 2nd, October 2nd. So that'll be. I'm gonna go to Houston and watch them get those belts.
Has COVID affected fighting at all for you? Like recent COVID stuff? Is that like giving y'all any issues?
I mean, in June, kinda, but not really. I think more so some of the fans were kind of skeptical of coming because of COVID. You know what I'm saying? So, but before that, it was kind of hard to find a fight. You know what I'm saying? So like when COVID first hit, it was like hard to find a fight because nobody had shows. Mainly because COVID restrictions, you couldn't fly out anywhere really, or you had to we all had to get take a COVID test before we fought last time, but then TDLR, we don't have to do that anymore. So it's just, it was crazy. That first year actually of COVID I was trying to fight, couldn't find one, and I was just like, what? I almost like gave up, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was like, man, you know what? Fuck it. Like, can't find a fight. You know what I'm saying? But then I was like,
walked away from it.
No, yeah, I thought about it.
It was like that.
It was frustrating. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, nah, bro, I done worked too hard to just quit. You know what I'm saying? And I just kept going. So,
did you get the vaccine?
No.
You gonna get the vaccine?
No.
Why not, Kendall? Kendall's not a sheeple.
I am not getting the vaccine because it doesn't make any sense to me.
What doesn't make sense, Kendall?
Everything. Everything literally doesn't make sense. So, if you must know, Laney's you're gonna love it. I tell this all the time. I'm not getting a vaccine because I got two main reasons. First reason, I don't know what's in it. And I could get COVID if I got the vaccine, so I'll take my chances. You know what I'm saying? If I take a shot that could potentially get me sick, or I can still have the chance to get COVID, that don't make sense to me. I'm not getting it. And then the second reason, it's too close to the mark of the beast for me. Like, why? For those of y'all, the mark of the beast in Revelation, read the whole Bible, read the Revelation chapter, you understand what I'm talking about. Anyways, it ain't the mark of the beast, but it's close to it. So I ain't pushing that away. I ain't taking it. So,
you know what makes me so so questioning of it more than anything?
Yeah.
Is if there wasn't this big push, you have to take the vaccine.
Exactly.
I might actually consider taking it. But the fact that you're shoving that spoon to the back of my throat, I'm just like,
nah.
What's your incentive?
Yeah, it's like they're offering.
What are you trying to get here? They're offering free vaccines. Why? Free is never free.
Free is never free. You're giving up something. I'm telling you. And the crazy thing to me is, it's like, okay, I was driving in my car one day and I was listening to the radio, and then popped on, right? Hey, if you get the vaccine, you can enter for a chance to win a free semester of school. Like, what? When they hadn't even do that for the flu. You never, think about this, people. They didn't even do it for the flu. So it don't make sense.
If I had already gotten my vaccine and they did that shit, I would have been so pissed. I would have been like, am I submitted? No. Yeah. New customers only. I'd be so mad.
But no, I ain't getting a vaccine. It don't make sense.
Yeah. My thing is, it's and a lot of people have said it, a lot of people already said this. And it's kind of where it resonated really hard with me was there was no push to get healthier during COVID. It was just take this and all your problems go away. Yeah.
But you do have a chance of still getting COVID. So.
No offense though, but if I see a morbidly obese person outside wearing a mask, I laugh every time I see that. Every time, because I'm like, dude, you have so many other things to be concerned about.
Yeah, no, and most of the people that quote unquote died from COVID had underlying conditions.
Yeah.
So you got to think about how many people in America have asthma, and COVID attacks the lungs, right? So if they have asthma already, they have it could be more fatal for them because their lungs are weak. You see what I'm saying? Or for a smoker, somebody smokes a pack of cigarette a day, whatever you want, it's more likely they can get fatal. It could be fatal for them. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm healthy, I work out, I eat properly, and I think I had COVID a while. I had COVID, I think when it first happened, and then in the middle of the summer, and it felt like the flu. I mean, it felt like the flu. So it was just a flu on steroids. That's all it is. And I mean, if you really think about it, before we get to your next question, where has the flu gone? Nobody got the flu last year.
You know what's funny is my dad actually, we thought he had COVID, and he had the flu. And, he has a bad immune system and everything from his past history. And the flu kicked his ass. He had what they called walking pneumonia.
Yeah.
He's finally coming back. It's been 6 weeks. Right?
And the scary thing about walking pneumonia is you don't really know you have it until you go to the doctor. You know what I'm saying? And it's like same thing. It's scary, bro. Like you could die from that, from having walking pneumonia, not even know it.
Yeah.
You know? So, but hey, I say research the vaccine. Don't listen to all the doctors, but just my opinion.
If I was like 50, 60 years old and I was like, shit, my life expectancy's on the back end, I might strap up, get a shot, but I have like hopefully a lot of life ahead of me. So, same. And also I was reading like RNA vaccines actually change your DNA.
Yeah.
So it means if you get that vaccine, you're also passing on to your next kid.
Exactly.
Whatever's in there. So that was my biggest issue. I told my wife, I was like, she was considering getting it. I said, all I'm gonna tell you is like I don't think it's cool if we get the vaccine and then a child. If we were done having kids, fine, get the vaccine. Yeah. But I was like, we don't know what's in it.
Yeah.
That kid's innocent, so.
Yeah, I agree.
I actually had a huge issue with it. I was just curious what you thought about
I could go on all day about that stuff, bro. It just bothers me how, and first off, like you shouldn't, if it's, why do we have to get forced to take it? Why can't, like in New York, you can't, or no, I think it's New York or Louisiana, one of them. You can't go anywhere unless you have it. You can't do anything unless you have it.
Yeah, I would be out of New York right now.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that don't make sense to me. You gotta get, you mean to tell me I gotta get vaccinated, still got the chance of getting COVID, and then if I don't get it, I can't do anything.
I'm the liability.
Yeah, like what? Like no. I don't know. I think everybody should get a workout regimen. At least if it's just walking for a mile a day, and eating healthy and all that stuff. America don't care. Like the government, you really think the government cares about us being healthy? If they did, there wouldn't be a McDonald's on every corner, a liquor store in every hood. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't be. You know what I'm saying? So that's just my 2 cents.
Yeah.
This is all opinionated. So
no, I just love when people who have way more health concerns are only focused on one thing. I'm just like,
yeah. It's bigger issues at hand than COVID.
Now, so you're a famous, world-renowned internet troller.
No, I'm not.
You are a serious clickbait guy.
I do make
who gets a lot of looks and comments on his Facebook stuff. And honestly, like your posts are probably that and pictures of Elijah are the only reasons I still get on. Brenda might post something, I'll check it out. I'll see Kendall like Trump sucks or something.
I can't give my secrets away, but yeah, it's pretty funny, man.
What's the funniest like serious reaction you've had like from somebody and what triggered it?
Anything that has to do with politics triggers everybody.
What direction?
Any direction. Like whenever Trump was president, I clapped at Trump. I clap at Obama. I clap at Biden. And it's so funny, dude. Oh my gosh. Yeah. You can't say anything wrong about Trump. Some people will agree with you on Biden because, Biden a little iffy. Obama is kind of like, oh, you can't do that.
What you could possibly say bad about Obama?
He was a bad president.
But he talked so eloquently.
He did talk eloquently.
He could just like tell you you're a piece of shit in the nicest way possible. You'd be like, I like that.
I like him. So like all the cool stuff he did, like the basketball team came to, being the first quote unquote black president, whatever, all that stuff, that was pretty cool. The way he like treated his family, that was cool. But some of the policies and stuff, I just didn't agree with. But that's just me.
Do you think he really smoked weed in Hawaii?
I didn't even know that.
You didn't see that picture of him as a kid? Like he was like a teenager wearing an afro.
Oh, yeah.
He had like a Blunsky in his hand or something.
As
soon as I saw that, I was like, I'm voting for this.
If that man want to smoke, let that man smoke. He in Hawaii, he chilling. I
think it was when he was like a kid or something.
Yeah, but every time somebody becomes president, they always bring out the big guns and go for their past.
They reach deep. They reach deep.
Yeah. So Yeah, politics is probably the main one people get pissed off about.
Why do you think people have such emotional connections to politics? Like what legitimate difference has any president really made in your life?
None.
Yeah, and people literally hate people because of their viewpoints.
I really don't understand it. I think it's childish and stupid. I think if we as people actually came together and actually cared about each other, then that's whenever you see a big difference in stuff. You know what I'm saying? If we actually cared to listen, cared to understand what somebody else is feeling or how they're thinking, then yes, we could grow as a country, grow as a community. You know what I'm saying? But as far as, I don't know why people get so pissed off about politics, but they just do. You know what I'm saying? It's like a gang. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I don't like that color, I'm gonna attack you for it. You know what I'm saying? So but I do think I think it's mainly because one is they make one look evil and one not, but it's the same government. See what I'm saying? So they try to be like, oh, Democrats are evil, Republicans are Christian. You see what I'm saying? But it's the same government. It's all one. They're all one. They're all together. See what I'm saying? That's what I think it is. I think people say, oh, this is evil, this isn't. You should vote for this person because he isn't evil. But we're all sinners, we all lie. You know what I'm saying? So, but when you really deeply think about it, it's one government. You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy because, like, even I love my grandma to death, but there's a lot of people like her, you know, and it's not just her, but it's just someone I can relate to. Or even other people in my family, they talk about Trump like he's this prince.
He's like
king of the poor people.
They worship. Some people, you would not believe all of the comments on my post and all of like the hatreds for people saying anything against Trump. Like one lady was like, Trump he's a beautiful man. I'm like, because it was like, you know, he had rape allegations, right? So one
rapper by the no, I'm just
kidding. No, well that too, and the lady was like, it's like she defended him, and I was like, no, like, bro, it blew my mind. Like she loved Trump so much, no matter what I say or what proof I brought to her, it was she like because I pulled up like the rape allegations and posted it, right, and she was like, well, Trump is a very handsome man. You see what I'm saying? That's like saying R. Kelly is a very handsome man, so he can do whatever he wants to these women. You see what I'm saying? That don't make sense. I'm just saying, red flag, like flag on the play, roughing the passer. You can't defend no rapist. You know what I'm saying? Even if it wasn't true, we don't know that. We wasn't there. I ain't gonna defend no rapist. You know what I'm saying? But if I have all the facts, then I'll be like, hey, these are the facts. You know what I'm saying? But hey, people crazy for Trump. You know what I'm saying?
What kills me is like
people.
I guess what I want to say is like how like people can just completely disown somebody because of their opinion. Like they have one opinion different from you, and all of a sudden this person is like a complete moron.
Right.
And we just disregard them.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah,
and my whole thing about politics, I didn't even vote. Because I was neither.
Who was I gonna vote for? You know what I'm saying?
I was torn between who should I was like, I don't want to vote for Biden because I don't agree with his policies, but I don't want to vote for Trump either because I don't agree with some of his policies. But he is better than Biden, in my opinion.
Kendall, how do we get to this point in America where we're like, we don't want Trump to win so badly that we elect a man with dementia? And it's just like, you know what? He's got it. Like, you know, like,
I'd say,
when have we ever just said, let the dementia guy just run the country? Like, forget it.
Social media, bro. Yeah. Social media, the news. I mean, there is fake. Trump wasn't lying when he said it's fake news. There's literally documentaries of how people make fake news. Because whenever I started, I read. When I'm at work and I ain't really busy, I'll get on YouTube. I read a bunch of books. You know what I'm saying? So I always study a lot. You know what I'm saying? I say study, but I look up stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, bro. People actually create fake documentaries. Like it's one on Hulu. I forgot what it's called, but it's about fake news. You know what I'm saying? When you watch it, you're gonna be like, what the hell? You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, bro. Like people, like they even said when Obama, like it's like I don't know how to explain it. It's like a fake, like fake recording of like Obama talking, and they just overlapped his voice, and it's just crazy. You know what I'm saying? But it was like they faked a bunch of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So
how do you like determine what's fake anymore?
That's true.
Like,
that's
this shit looks real.
It does. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? But
so, and then you believe it, and then like you see something that totally disproves what you just saw, and you're like, yeah. What is it? Well,
it's like the Afghan thing. I seen a video, and the lady made like a very valid point. She was like, "So you mean to tell me that the Taliban took over Afghanistan, right? Or the capital of Kabul, right? It's Kabul, I think. They took over, and we have news outlets over there recording it. That doesn't make sense, right? They took over it. I believe they did actually take over that part of part of the country or the capital, whatever you want to call it. The Taliban did, but we got people over there recording it and putting it on the news. That don't make sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, how are you there? You safe, and they want to kill Americans, but you there recording on live news and you recording it. I don't know. Something is fishy. I question everything, is what I say.
You know, I don't understand what we're even doing over there at this point. Like, it's been like 20 years.
Yeah, I mean,
like we have so much technology. This war should be over. You know what I mean?
I just don't know why we can't have everything Americanized. Like, why can't we have a shit ton of oil here? First off, that's the only reason why we was even over there. They said it was the Twin Towers, but it was because we was looking.
We're not going to go into that one.
Fact, we was looking for oil. We wanted their oil. And we got in bed with them, and we helped train their military to fight off the Taliban to get oil in return, in my opinion. But
you know, I saw this.
All resources.
I saw this crackhead, like conspiracy theorist, was like, and you know what's funny is it actually kind of made business sense, but he basically said that we hire terrorists to go destroy places, and then we come in and act like the good guy, kind of like those nurses that like almost kill people and then save them.
It's like I forgot what that's called. Yeah. That's like a psychological thing going on. But yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
That's fighting like fake people or some shit. Like, I don't know, like if that's how it works, but it sounds kind of weird when you think about it.
Yeah, right. It does.
I don't know. Like growing up, like my grandpa always said, like he was like not in the right state of mind towards later on in life, but he was always saying something like, "It's all crooked," you know, and I didn't even know what he was talking about. And then I get older, and I'm like,
everything.
Shit!
It's like we're in a Matrix, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy, though.
You know,
the world is torn. It feels like we are in a Matrix, though. Like it's all this weird shit's happening. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, it just okay. So my whole thing about the Taliban and stuff, 9/11 is.
We're going there.
It's in, bro, hold on. How many days we got till 9/11? It's in like what?
7 days.
7 days. That's next Saturday is 9/11.
That's when we're releasing this podcast.
So you mean to tell me that the Taliban just so happened to take over right before the 20th anniversary of 9/11? I don't know, bro.
You know, I didn't even think about that one.
I think it's some shit finna go down. So.
Damn, I love anniversaries.
20th.
I'm just kidding.
But seriously though, like it's I don't know, man. It's just I question everything, think about it, and interpret and take what I can from it. But I mean, I would not be surprised. I don't trust the government, you know. So it is what it is. I don't trust them at all.
No, it's bad, dude, and it's bad. Like on social media, like you see like where they'll take down videos that like benefit a certain party. Facts. Generally the Democratic.
I mean, I don't know. So my whole thing about Trump getting banned on Twitter,
that was fucking crazy.
So many people post
the most outrageous stuff in the world. Like, I have seen shit on Twitter that made me question humanity's existence.
Like, bro, you can literally watch a video of a dude getting his head cut off, but Trump can't hurt your feelings on Twitter. People just soft, man. Like it's crazy to me.
They're soft when it benefits them.
Yes. Yep. That's true.
But people are still hard. I assure you, bro. Get on Twitter, you will find out.
Oh, Twitter. That's a different beast right there.
I had to delete my Twitter.
For real?
It was bad. It was bad. Twitter is not a place for intelligent conversation.
Yeah.
It's a place to say
it's like
what can get the most reactions out of people. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
that's where you would excel. You need to be on Twitter, bro. I don't know if you are, but Facebook.
I got a Twitter, but I don't ever use it.
Dude, get off Facebook. You do Twitter. Follow. Get all the same people to follow you. Twitter it up. You will be viral in like a week. I promise you.
Yeah, that shit crazy.
That's crazy, dude. You know, and what's funny is I wish I could post the things you post, but sadly, me, not to like stereotype, but you know, a lot of my family are Republicans, so I would really be attacking one side really if I posted on Facebook.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I try to keep it even. Some people say, "Oh, you only attack Republicans," and I post.
You do keep it even.
I
keep
try
it right down the middle.
Yeah, but they only see the post about Republicans because they're the main ones that respond to the comments. Like people.
Oh, so Facebook, like, do you think Facebook manipulates who sees what based on
the reaction? It's possible because basically, like my feed is full of like fighting stuff, food, and like all the people I follow. You know what I'm saying? But it does filter it, so I think like you could be probably right. You know what I'm saying? But I think whatever has like the most reactions, most comments, what'll be filtered the most. You know what I'm saying? More people that has me as a friend will see that. You know what I'm saying? So I think that, but yeah, like I said, a lot of people that are Republican would probably comment if I said Trump isn't a good president, or if I said like Obama's better than Trump or Biden's better than Trump, they'll react to it.
Have you ever had family react to it?
No.
Do they know what you're doing? Like no. What your angle is? Or they just don't get involved in Facebook or politics?
They don't. I mean, no. I mean, if we talk about politics, we talk about it on a personal level, like at home or at a reunion or something.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Has your family ever read the comments and be like, you need to chill out? Like,
no.
I
mean, okay. Lainey has. Yeah, she told me.
What did Lainey say?
She was
poor lady. She's so nice.
She is.
Like, what do you do?
She's like, why do you piss people off so much? It was like, okay, at least half of the posts I post is like I'm sharing something that I agree with. See what I'm saying? Like I'll share it because I agree with it. You know what I'm saying? I said, I tell it straight up. I post what I feel like is the truth. You know what I'm saying? I post what I feel like is the truth. So if I feel like Biden's doing a horrible job, I'm gonna post it. I'm gonna share it. If somebody said it, I share it. If somebody posts something, I like deep intellect thoughts. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot. So like if I see somebody that say they don't like Trump, share. And then whenever I share it, the ball rolling. Because one of my friends, Christian, he trolls with me, but dude is like on a different level though.
Like higher,
huh?
Like higher.
Yeah, bro. Like because he'll get into it with people on my Facebook, and that's why sometimes like I won't respond. I'll just let people just argue.
Yeah, I notice you never comment back.
Most of the time I don't, but because it's just like y'all literally cannot comment, and it'll be fine. I still got my point across. I still want people to understand this is where I stand. This is how I feel on certain stuff. You know what I'm saying? Especially being black in America. I mean, you know, so I'll share something. All these people will comment on it, and I'll just sit back and just read the comments because he'll be in the comments trolling them even harder. And I'm just sitting here like laughing so hard. I'll be driving home from work, just laughing at the comments, and it's just funny, man. I swear. I just got to get a laugh in.
I kind of do the same thing, but not like on social media. I work in construction.
Yeah.
And now I'm in Austin doing construction.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Like, they're doing the new basketball arena for UT right now.
Nice.
So Austin's a good mix of your Republicans and Democrats in construction. Most of construction is like, I mean, around here is all Republican. Yeah. So you know which one
you know what you're getting, yeah.
But over there you get a mixture, so it's a lot of fun. Like I like to mess with people because what I've noticed, like, that's why I love this so much, is I can't have deep conversations at work. There's a lot of people in construction they're hardworking, but they're very simple minded. So I'll say some shit off the wall, and they'll be like, "What? What is this guy talking?"
Yeah. They'll think you crazy. Like, honestly, I've been called crazy many a times because the way I think. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think the Earth is flat. It could be though. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm not 100% sure if it's round or if it's flat because we've been lied to so much. You know what I'm saying?
I haven't seen this.
Exactly. So that's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? So people are, you're crazy.
You don't trust Elon? Huh? You don't trust Elon or what?
No. He's a billionaire.
Elon seems like a cool guy.
He probably is. I mean, I never met him, so I just don't trust big corporations and government.
Yeah, he really bit me over on that Dogecoin thing. He did that SNL skit, and his mom was like,
it was bad.
Came out, like, I had, like, dude, no lie, I sold, like, almost all of my stocks, like, Tesla and everything, and put it into Doge. It was about $6,000.
Why did you sell Tesla, though?
Because it was going to be, like, a short-term little...
Yeah.
I should have never sold Tesla. It was going to be, like, I was supposed to make money right before that SNL skit, skyrocket, sell. A lot of people were thinking like this, and it was very dumb. But supposedly he was going to do the SNL skit, promote Doge. It was going to skyrocket.
Yeah.
And I was going to sell at 75 or whatever.
If you would have hit $1, bro, I would have been...
Dude.
Yeah,
at one point in time, I was up like $4,000.
Yeah, you should have pulled out.
Well, the thing was, dude, is I didn't expect it to happen. Like, his mom came out. Did you watch the skit?
No.
His mom basically came out and it was like, I don't know, like, he got her like a Christmas present. And she was like, well, I hope it's not Dogecoin. And it was like the opening skit of SNL. And then it just goes, just like fell, massive sell off. And I'm just like down like several thousands of dollars. And I like pretty much ripped my hair out. And whenever I came back even, I sold out immediately. I was like, that was the stupidest thing I've ever done in my life.
Yeah.
And ever since then, I was like, forget Elon. Like, how could you ever allow that to happen, you piece of shit?
Dang. He could have did a little bit better than that.
Yeah, you're supposed to be like the Doge father.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Facts. I was hoping it was going to skyrocket too. So I just had a few hundred in there. And I was hoping it'd go up. Put me at 1,000 out of.
Dude, my homie, I won't mention his name, but he took his first stimulus check and was like, he was working, so like, I don't need this. Bought Doge right before COVID.
Oh,
boy, dude.
Yeah, I know a few people that bought Doge like a long time ago. Same thing like Bitcoin. Like I remember back in like 2015, whenever I was training my coach, one of my coaches at the time, he was really high on this Bitcoin thing. He was like, man, I'm gonna invest in Bitcoin. I didn't know shit about stocks. You know,
we never taught that
shit.
School taught us about geometry.
And they taught us about dead presidents that didn't benefit us.
No. They didn't teach you shit about
They didn't teach you anything that you needed to know in life.
Nothing.
Except adding and subtracting. But yeah, he was talking about Bitcoin back then. And then I'm looking at Bitcoin now and I'm just like, holy shit. Because he invested, like when he told me he invested like 10K, 20, 30. And then, Bitcoin shot up like a few years ago. It just went all the way up.
Ballpark me. What's he sitting at?
I don't know. I haven't talked to him about it.
Yeah, you ain't ever gonna talk to him again.
I got it.
That dude is gone. Yeah. He's sold. I mean, he's on the beach.
He already had a bit. He had 2 businesses at the time. Dude was he's smart, man. He's smart business person. So, and it's always good to always, I tell everybody, make sure you at least have 2 to 3 people you can call to talk about finances with. You know what I'm saying? Luckily, I can talk to my father-in-law. I can talk to my boxing coach, Drew. He fighting too. I can talk to Chris's dad, Monty. I can talk to Pops. I can talk to him. You know what I'm saying? I got so many people around me I can talk to about finances. Like, okay, what do I need to know about credit cards? What do I need to know about like buying a house? What do I need to know about all this stuff? You know what I'm saying? We was never taught that in school. They never taught us how to buy a house. Some people don't even know how to write a check. You know what I'm saying?
No joke.
Yeah, I get people coming in to pay rent and they don't know how to write out a check. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, what the heck? Like, we was never taught this stuff in school.
Do you teach people how to write a check?
Yeah. I mean, you write your amount here, name, sign, and yeah, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. And I'm the youngest brother, but I feel like I have to teach my older brothers all this stuff that I learned. You know what I'm saying?
How many siblings you got?
4.
4?
I got 3 brothers. Three brothers and 1 sister.
Yeah, I knew your sister. Right.
Yeah, it's 4.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah. I got you. So I got 2 half. Shit. I got 5. I got 4 brothers.
You forgot a sibling?
Yeah, I did.
Who did you forget?
He was just,
say it out loud.
he was born. He like 7. Yeah, he's 7, 6 or 7. So he I'm trying to teach all of them about being smart with your money. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, y'all are older than me, but y'all gotta know, like, hey, you gotta manage your money, man. Because if you don't, something will happen, and now you in a hole, and then you gotta catch back up. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to be in this continuous cycle of always being broke, living paycheck to paycheck, and you know what I'm saying? It sucks. I've been there. You know what I'm saying? So you don't want to live paycheck to paycheck for the rest of your life.
Nah, nobody does. Dude. Money is freedom, sadly, but
it is.
My parents taught me save, but I never learned invest. Yeah. Because saving don't do. I mean, you lose 2% a year just on interest.
Yeah.
No telling how much we lost during COVID.
Fact.
People say like 2 or 3%. They're lying.
We probably
there's
lost
no way.
Yeah.
We just like what was it, like $3 or $4 trillion or something? Yeah. I was like,
yeah.
That money's worthless.
Facts. But saving money and learning where to put it, how to spend it, not spend it on BS all the time.
Tax loopholes.
Yeah, facts. That's a big one. And the main thing is, like, don't think you don't have to buy something nice for yourself or for somebody. You know what I'm saying? If you have it, budget it in there. You know what I'm saying? If you go out to, if you know how you are and you go out to eat every month or every week, once a week or something, budget it in your budget. You know what I'm saying? Put it in your budget. That way you know how much you putting in and how much you saving. You see what I'm saying?
See, I'm so bad about budgeting. I just like pull money out, cash, stash it, and like don't even look at it.
That's what
until I find what I do with it. But
yeah,
no,
it sucks because it's hard. We get so caught up with life, we just don't take time to sit out. Let me write this budget out for this month. Let me write this budget out. You know what I'm saying? And then you have unexpected expenses. You know what I'm saying? So now you got to figure out, oh shit, I didn't put this in my budget. How am I pay for it? You got to take something out. You know what I'm saying? So you got to make sure you do. I tell everybody I talk to, budget, man. It's the best thing created.
You use an app? Or you just do it on paper?
I do it on paper.
Okay.
Yeah, but I mean, you can use the app. I use a spreadsheet.
You make the same check every week, though, don't you?
It depends. I get commission.
You can.
But I do it off of my base.
Okay.
So I don't do it off of the commission. See what I'm saying? So whatever I make base is all budget. That's my budget. You know what I'm saying? Whatever I make extra, I'll either spend it or we'll go out to eat or I'll save it. So
that's what sucks about me is my pay fluctuates. Is like you get paid holidays.
Yes. Yeah.
See, like we'll get like Christmas off and Christmas Eve, and that check's like 3 days, and then whatever. Like this is Labor Day weekend, so I was off 3 days. And like I go from making yada yada to like half that.
Yeah.
So man, like I don't know, this whole construction thing is like.
Yeah, it's up and down.
Kids, stay in school, man. Stay in school. Start your own business. Do not.
But it is
construction.
You can. I will say. I mean, my whole thing with Aaliyah, it's like I would love for you to go to college, but if you're gonna go to college for something big. Be a lawyer. Be a doctor. See what I'm saying? Don't waste that time in college being like something like a teacher. Like I love teachers. I thank y'all. Y'all are like a different breed because y'all are blessed. Y'all have that. Y'all can deal with all those kids. I can't. But I no disrespect to teachers. It's just like an example. You know what I'm saying?
It's not a lot of debt to make $30,000-$40,000 a year.
Exactly. Yeah. If you're gonna go to debt for something that you know for a fact will pay off. You know, if you a lawyer, if you a good lawyer, that shit gonna pay off. If you a good doctor, that shit gonna pay off. You see what I'm saying?
Lawyer,
but if you don't want to go to school, you're gonna go do something with your life. I don't want you to be at my house. I love my daughter. She can say as much as she wants, as long as she wants. See what I'm saying? But you're not finna sit up here and not do nothing for these years. You need to learn how. If you want to be a plumber, be a plumber. If you want to be an electrician, be an electrician. Go to trade school, learn something. You know what I'm saying? Learn how to start a business if that's what you want to do. So I don't think nothing's wrong with school or not going to school. You just have to have a plan in place.
I think there's a new version of school too, though, and I wish I would have done this actually. If depending on what Elijah's, interested in when he's older, if he wants to be a lawyer, doctor, go to college. Facts. If you want to go work. That's your choice. Facts. But no one talks about mentorships. Like let's say you wanted to be an interior designer or something.
Yeah.
Like my sister wants to be an interior designer. Like I stress this to her. Like, Sailor, like she wants to go to college for interior design. I'm like, Sailor, go to school for accounting so you learn how to run a business, and then go mentor with someone while you're in school. So you in that area.
Yeah. Go to like an internship or something. Yeah, with somebody that does that. Yeah.
Like I will work for you for free. Let me come help you. I want to learn from you.
Right. Or even then she can go to like at home, like the store. It's like a big store that has nothing but home stuff. If you want to be an interior designer, you can help people design the inside of their home.
That's another way to do it too.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So while you at school, you working in a place where you have the option to, okay, what do you like? It's like selling a car. You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you like? What's your favorite color? What do you like to do? How do you want this room? Do you want this to be like a game room? What games do you know what I'm saying? So it's like you building this up to help them we have this, and this option for you. And now you know how to sell stuff. So now you can sell in interior designing. You know what I'm saying? Oh, well, that's too expensive. Okay, we don't have this option. We have this one. It's the same thing. It's a little cheaper though. You see what I'm saying? Now she know how to sell. Now you know how to do all this stuff. So it's a win-win regardless. Is how I look at it. You know what I'm saying? So it's piggybacking off them steps.
See, that was my issue when I was a kid. I was like 18 years old, and I hadn't experienced enough life to like tell you what I want to do. Yeah. I couldn't tell you what I want to do right now.
Yeah,
I just do shit, and if I like it, I keep doing it. If I don't, I don't. But I was like 18 years old, and the obligation was if you didn't go to college, your parents were like. Nothing against my parents, but it was the norm. But it was like, you're failing.
Yeah.
If you're not going to college.
You're a failure. Yeah.
Sky, you're doing great. I love you. You're the family favorite. Ha, ha, ha. But she went to college, and everyone's like, oh, Sky's doing this. But, realistically, there's like other accomplishments in life.
Besides college.
Like, I don't necessarily think college
I think
happiness or success.
I think back in the day, college made sense. Because you can go to college and then you can pay that debt off and then you can make a lot of money. But the economy, the cost of living, everything then shot up. You go to college, you know what I'm saying? And now you in debt from college and then you can barely get a job now for your field that you want to go for. See what I'm saying? But back then you could do that.
Well, also society's changing too.
Facts.
Where like the kids nowadays can't go work construction because they're too soft. They've spent all day inside
playing video games,
doing this
shit,
texting. Whatever kids do nowadays. Don't even ask me. I don't even know. Besides that, but then I've seen new guys go out in the construction field and they're like weak and they don't understand how to take directions and how to deal with criticism.
Yeah, facts.
They like have been sheltered their whole lives, so that whole construction thing's like lessening. And you're seeing this abundance of college educated people, which is like a waste after a certain extent.
Yeah.
It's like,
you went to college for what? You know what I'm saying? Like you got the degree and everything, but you don't understand the work. You know what I'm saying? Are they not a hard worker?
Yeah. It's like a huge imbalance of like, shit, or people thinking they need to go to college and then they go waste 2 years. Like me, like I went to college and what did I learn? I learned, history was written by the winner.
Facts.
And don't drink the trash can punch.
I see that too. So,
bad things happen. But realistically, it was a waste of my parents' money, my time, when I didn't even know what the hell I wanted to do. And then so I actually failed out of college twice, believe it or not.
Yeah. Damn, I didn't know that.
Yeah, first time I was 19. I was working at Christopher's. I was waiting tables and wings and more. On top of that, I had terrible study planning.
Yeah.
Failed out. And then I went back when I was in school and I was like working full time and going to school. And then I couldn't still tell myself why I was there. So I just
Yeah. I didn't even go. I ain't gonna lie to you. At first, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go to. At first, I was like, man, I'm gonna get a scholarship or offer letter from somebody. You know what I'm saying? And I can go play football. And that didn't happen. And that's a whole different story for a different day.
I heard a little bit about that.
Yeah, we won't talk about it.
We ain't gonna talk about that.
We ain't gonna put nobody on blast.
Ain't gonna put nobody on blast.
But anyways,
that guy's a real piece of shit though.
Yeah, that's messed up.
Yep.
He held letters from some of the people at the school.
Yeah, I don't want to get you in trouble.
But anyway, I ain't gonna get in trouble. Can't nobody. I'm already canceled.
By who?
Hey, I ain't canceled. I just say that. You can't cancel somebody that don't care.
Oh, yeah.
But nah, like I was like, man, I'm gonna go to college.
Mark Zuckerberg do that.
And then I was like, you know what? I don't even like something happened with the admissions. Like they like at Blinn, they messed all my stuff up. Like it was crazy, bro. Like I'm trying to go to school. I got all the financial aid and stuff in place, and then something happened, and they was like, "Oh, we can't get you in," or something. I was like, "Man, you know what? F it." And I just started working, and then I was gonna have Aaliyah, and I was like, I gotta make sure I work so I can take care of my child. You know what I'm saying? That was the only thing on my mind at that point.
Blinn literally says at Blinn you're in, and you could not deal with admissions. Like what?
Like they
not for because of grade reasons.
No, like they like for some reason they messed up my name and messed up like bro, it was crazy. Like they got my name mixed up with somebody else's, and it was like this whole ordeal. They tried to make me pay like $700 for something, and I was like, you know what? I ain't even gonna come here. And I said, fuck it, and I just started working. I started working at a tire shop, and then.
You worked at a tire shop?
Yeah.
Which one?
It's called Pilgers. It's off University.
Oh, okay.
It's like right there by Fuego. It's like right behind Fuego.
That wasn't a fun job, was it?
No. It absolutely. I got paid pretty well, but it sucked, dude. Like I worked 7 days a week, and then my grandma was sick, and I didn't take a day off. I was working like 7 days a week straight. I was barely even training back then. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, I can't let you off. Oh, he was pissed off because I was taking off. My grandma was sick, bro. Like she was going to die. And I was like, I need to go see her. And he was all pissed off. And I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I quit. I just left. And then I got a different job. Then I started working in apartments. And that's why I've been there since. So it's crazy how it all like worked out. Because I love my job. My bosses, they're real cool. They know I fight. They let me off for my fights and stuff like that. So it's pretty dope.
Doesn't sound like too physically strenuous.
No, exactly. Oh, and I did after the Pilgers, I helped put up mobile homes, and then I went to apartments. So because the mobile homes, I was doing that and trying to train at the same time. That shit wasn't working.
Is that how you got like the in for that commercial?
No.
I thought that was the company you might have been working for while you were fighting.
Well, I mean, technically yes, but no.
Okay.
We helped the company I worked for was like an off branch of a different company, and they helped put mobile homes all around Brazos Valley.
Okay.
So, but my pops Monty, he got me the job at the putting up mobile homes, and he's the reason why I was in the commercial.
Oh no way!
Yeah,
he was the in.
Yeah. He was.
That was a dope.
He was like, "Hey, you want to be in a commercial?" Heck yeah! Like, what? Why not? If you haven't seen the commercial, go to Palm Harbors on Facebook at Bryan College Station, and you'll see it. So it's a good commercial.
Man, dude, I think we. I was only planning on editing an hour, but dude, we got a pretty good session, dude.
Yeah, that was an hour. That's good.
Man, Kendall, man, you're a real good dude, man.
Thanks,
I appreciate you doing this.
Thank you for having me. It's fun. You know, I'm always down to come back. Dude. We could maybe get a group thing going. You know, get a group discussion in, talk about some stuff. I love talking. I like deep conversation. I like thinking a lot. You know what I'm saying? So I'm always down to have a intelligent conversation. You know what I'm saying? Even jokes. You know. So.
No, dude. Good show, and appreciate you coming on. I'm looking to come get you back on right after your fight, right after you knock that cat out, bro.
What's up?
We'll be chopping it up, man. But cheers, buddy.
Thanks, bro.